Predicting the entire 2024-2025 Premier League table. In relegation zone, 20th place, I've got Leicester City. They've lost their head coach. They've hired a new one, but with some financial fair play issues, they may get deducted points, and they've lost Dewsbury Hall, their best player. In 19th, I've got promoted side Southampton. Decent team, but they just don't have the quality to hack it in the Prem. And unfortunately, I'm being boring, but I've got Ipswich going down as well. I hate to say it, but this new Premier League era is the three teams that come up are the most likely to go back down, and given Ipswich lack of quality, you think they're almost guaranteed to. But out of the three promoted sides, for me, they're the most likely to stay up. In 17th place, I've got Wolves. The underlying numbers last season were not great, even though they did okay that season. I think they're going to drop a bit more than what people think. In 16th place, I've got Nottingham Forest. Just not good enough. Financial fair play issues. They're signing weird players. I think they'll still be safe though. In 15th place, I do have Everton. Originally, I had them much higher, but they've lost Amadou Onana, and they're going to lose Braithwaite, probably. That's two of their best players, and I think they might slip down. Potential financial fair play issues too. In 14th place, I have Brighton. They're just going to slip down. They're losing more good players. Some of their signings are questionable, and I just don't rate them. They've lost their head coach as well, De Zerbi, obviously. In fact, I think Brighton are a small chance to get relegated. As are West Ham. Obviously, Piquet is going to be gone from football. They've got a new coach, Lopetegui. I do rate him, but not enough to get top 10. I think West Ham are going to drop. In 12th place, I've got Brentford. Injuries killed them last season. If they have Tony fit this season, they're going to do alright. In 11th place, I have Chelsea slipping all the way back down the table. If they had kept Poch, I would have put them top 4. But they've ditched Poch and hired a manager who got relegated with Palermo, I think. And even though they got promoted with Leicester, that Leicester City championship team was one of the best championship teams you will ever see in terms of quality. I mean, he was a guarantee to get them up. And Chelsea are still losing more experienced players, and they're still buying young players, and there's just no leadership. I think they're going to slip back down to shit. In 10th place, I've got Fulham. Mid-table club, I think they'll do a little bit better. They're always a bit of a wild card, to be honest. In 9th place, I have Tottenham Hotspur. You think the injuries will stop? They won't, because this is Ange Postecoglou football, and this style of football he plays leads to injuries. They also have Europe this season, so I think they're going to struggle a little bit. He might get found out a bit too big, Ange, and that's why they're dropping down to 9th. In 8th place, I have Crystal Palace. Yes, they have sold some star talent, including Michael Olise, but if they keep Eze and Wharton, and if they keep Guehi especially, that team is bound for a top 8 finish. And I can't believe I'm saying this. In 7th, I have got the Bournemouth Football Club. Holy fuck. Iraola is cooking a different sauce at Bournemouth. The Spanish mastermind is the next big candidate for City for me. Outstanding football they play, and if they just get the start of the season correct this season, they are on track for European football. In 6th place, I have Aston Villa. I think they're going to struggle a little bit with Champions League, but I still think they'll make European spots in 6th. In 5th place, I have Arne's slots Liverpool. I do think they'll stay towards the top, but just drop off a little bit. Given the new coach, it's going to be a new era for Liverpool. They could well finish even lower, but I've still got them doing alright, given they're going to probably keep Van Dijk, Salah, and those types of players. In 4th, I have my club, Manchester United. Manchester. The reason I have them in 4th is we are signing players of generational talent. Lenny Yoro wanted to go to Madrid. Fuck no, you're coming to United. And at the time of recording, we look to be signing Ugarte, De Ligt might come, and we're already signing some talent up front. Ineos has us cooking, but I still think with Europe, we might struggle to finish in the top 3 places. If you're up north from the UK, you'll be loving this shout. In 3rd place, I have got Newcastle. You would think Eddie Howe stays at the job, not going to fucking England. But think about the injuries Howe had last season. No Europe, I believe, for Newcastle, because United won the FA Cup, which is a great opportunity for them to just focus on the league. And when Eddie Howe gets the signings he wants, yes, they're probably going to lose Bruno Guimaraes, but I still think they'll make Champions League football. In 2nd place, we all know it's one of Arsenal or City, but I've got Manchester City to not win 5 in a row, and there's one sole reason for this. Last season and every season before that, Pep has given the players a reason to win the Prem. Last season, it was no team's ever won it 4 times in a row. He can't use the same this season saying no team's ever won it 5 in a row. We have to do it for David Silva. And I think the incentive will be greater for my first place team, Arsenal. It's time Arteta has won the league, 2nd twice in a row, 3rd time lucky. I mean, they probably should have won it last season, but you know what? They're going to sign the right players, and I back Arteta to not only get the job done in the Prem, but win a couple trophies elsewhere. And that is